Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another My Time at Sandrock video. But before I go on to this video's topic, I just want to go and clarify some things and also give a bit of a review of Fang's relationship and quests and stuff. Something that I have thought about for my retrospect videos, going over the various relationships and social aspects of the game, but I realized I won't be able to cover all the characters within My Time at Sandrock within one retrospective with all the other things I want to talk about in the game. So at the end of each of these videos now, I'm going to sort of give a sort of like a mini review of each of the characters, all the characters I will record. So other than that, with Fang's video, I decided to put his little review here, so let's go straight into it. So with Fang's relationship and social, his quests are very long, drawn out, in a sense of that you have a lot of time in between. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's pretty good, but some cases it does take a lot of time and it does drag on, mostly with the Mapu Tofu questline. He shows up 3 weeks in a row and it takes about 4 to 5 for the next quest to show up, which is a bit of a thing that I just don't like too much. I had to delay the playthrough in the story sense to get some of the other recordings, namely the post-conduct after the GOAT mission, to get the relationship unique dialogue that you get, because your significant other thinks that you've died. So I also think that he is one of the best. It's a reason why he was selected for the Love Chronicles DLC. Also, all his quests are very tear-jerking. Like, I felt like I was going to cry in most cases, and I just did in some of them. I didn't record any of that, but you can see of the recording that I've done that he's a broken man, and he's looking for a way to fix himself in a way, but he can't do that himself. But when you come along, you sort of care for him and show him that you actually care, and you pay attention to him, and he realizes that he can't live without you. So, and his relationship is basically almost on rails. You do still need to give him a heart knot to progress, but the heart knot giving, in a sense, is what starts the actual romance quest, or the first one, which will force you into, well, it doesn't force you into a relationship, but it will force you to pick if you want to. If you're not romancing Fang, I suggest not giving him a heart knot, but do his other quests, because he does open up, he does talk more, he gives you more dialogue instead of the usual silence that he gives you. And just doing all the medical trials as well gives you the special drugs that you need to up your mounts if you're into that. His post-marriage quests, I think, are some of the best. I think his father coming and actually starting to suffer from the same thing that claimed his mother is sort of poetic in a way, I guess. But I do like that he ends up being saved, and because of saving him, you find that he will help get this medicine and other techniques that save his life into common practice without, even though Fang sort of doesn't want him to, he does it out of respect for his late wife that he actually loved, which was Fang's mother. After that, there's a few other quests where you do build a little greenhouse, and I think that's just adorable as hell. And at the end of that, there's a little thing that comes around from the start, because to start most of Fang's quests, you actually have to do X's quests, which aren't in the recording, but they are somewhat crucial. They're more of X's quests because you only really interact with X. There's only one thing where you do the bird swing, and he sends you a letter with the diagram in it to do the bird swing for X and Coco. I highly recommend, if you're going to do a Fang playthrough, is to make Coco your pet, because then it makes sense later on. Honestly, if I was to give him a grade, I would give him like an S tier. Honestly, one of the best. I highly recommend that anyone playing My Time at Sandrock do a Fang playthrough at some point, but do beware, it is a long process, but it's very fulfilling. Now, other than that, I would like to go on to the premise of this video. This video is about Owen, and Owen is a very early game bachelor, and you do need to try and get in a romance with him ASAP. As soon as you're at friend level, start giving him heart knots. If you want to, you can save exploit and make a save state, give him the heart knot. If it fails, reload, try again, and keep trying till you get in, because the two romance quests that he has, there's barely any relationship points difference between them, and you can end up like I have on the same day, have both his proposal quest and the first romance quest show up at the same time. Without further ado, on with the video.
And so you see, that mischievous little Mian made a teensy little mistake. When she said that we don't charge for overnight commissions, what she meant to say is that actually, we do. In fact, that's an understatement. We charge out the wazoo for overnight commissions.
Yeah, I know all about the overnight policies. It's just that Mian said she thought she could get us a discount.
Yes, well, she's been overruled. Sorry, old pal, but if we made an exception for you, we'd have to start making exceptions for everyone. And that would be far too exceptional.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to shortchange the good folks over at the Commerce Guild.
That's what I love about you, Owen. Always so perfectly punctual with your payments. Well, I must be going. My employees won't reprimand themselves, don't you know? So long.
Oh, hey! You've come at just the right time. So, the wildest thing happened. Grace had a little spat with the oven, and, long story short, blew the whole kitchen to smithereens. Don't worry. Everyone's fine. And luckily, Mian was available to help out with damage control. So that's all well and good. My issue now is that the night the kitchen exploded, Grace insisted she'd take a pay cut until all the repairs were paid for, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. But now without Mian's discount, I just can't let Grace foot the bill. She'd be scraping by for months, if not years. I paid Yen already. It's water under the bridge in my mind. 'Cause, you know, these things happen. I can't stand letting her take on such a huge burden. She's just a student. Alright, so here's where you come in. As a builder, you can just convince her that the repairs aren't that expensive. Then she won't feel so bad, and maybe she'll just forget about the whole thing. It's foolproof. Alright, but let's not be too hasty now. We need to be prepared if we're really gonna change Grace's mind. She really has a way of turning things around on you. Maybe she's on the debate team or something. Here's the deal. Whatever she asks you, just follow my lead. Capiche? Don't let her throw you off your game. Stick to the plan. Guess we're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's go track down Grace. I'll be right behind you.
Need somewhere to rest your feet? I just need to put in a bit of salt. Thanks, boss.
Seems someone hasn't quite learned their lesson, but that's neither here nor there. Look who I've brought. Your friendly neighborhood builder, here to help us come to a conclusion on that whole explosion incident.
Oh, hey! And you're still on about that, Owen? That was a terrible mess, and I'm completely to blame. I'll be footing the bill in full for the kitchen restoration, regardless of what you may have told the builder here.
Hey, come on, Grace. It's no biggie. And even if it was, the Blue Moon has plenty set aside for rainy days, or explosive days, for that matter. Anyway, everything is taken care of now, and it hardly cost me a dime. Don't believe me? Just ask for a second opinion here.
All right, I'll bite. You plan to tell me the truth now, don't you? Let's begin. What is your name?
Huh? Where are you going with this one?
I have my reasons. Your name, please? Okay, next question. Next, where are you from originally?
Highwind. Nice weather this time of year, yes? Very windy, I've heard.
That'll do. Now I know what you look like when you're deciding whether or not to answer truthfully. Next, I'll be asking what I really want to know. And don't even think about bending the truth to help Owen change my mind. Got it? I can read you like a book. Now, Builder, tell me, how much did it cost to renovate the Blue Moon kitchen?
You know, more than a few glasses of milk, but less than a herd of yakmel. Grace, it's fine. I wish you'd just forget about all this. Yep, just like I said.
I see. Next, the events in question occurred 2 days prior, and on the second day, when I came to work, the kitchen was already as good as new.
Something here doesn't add up. Don't tell me you builders are dabbling in magic. Explain.
What's your angle, Grace? The two new builders in town are both riled up and full of vinegar. You're just used to old Mason and his whiny ways. Nothing unusual here, right?
I see. Next question. Regardless, Owen must have had to pay me on for working overnight. Tell me how much that would have been.
Well, be that as it may, a kind lady that she is, Mian gave me a discount. The difference in the bill was so small, I almost forgot about it.
Okay, next question.
Grace. Enough with the third degree. There's really nothing more to be said.
Boss, you sure have a lot to say for someone who says there's nothing to say. Why do you always butt in whenever I ask a question, huh? It's starting to seem like you two are in cahoots.
Cahoots? I mean, what even is a cahoot, really? I think this whole ordeal has you on edge. But, all right. Have it your way. I'll zip it. Continue with the interrogation, please.
If something like this happened in the Commerce Guild, would your boss, Yan, handle it like Owen? Which is to say, would he insist on paying the damages out of his own pocket? Yeah, but the thing is, I think you do. Bet you two think you're pretty slick, huh? Owen, it couldn't be more obvious. You did put up to this little charade. However...
All right. That's the ticket. Oh, whew. Now we can finally move on from this.
Owen, I must say, your dedication to your employees makes you not just the owner here, but an inspiring leader as well. I'm proud to call you my friend.
Aw, shucks. Well, I think we wouldn't be seeing eye to eye if not for the builder here. You might even say we have an unspoken bond. Here, take this for your troubles. Call it a consultation fee.
Yes, thank you for helping us resolve this. I'm in your debt.
No, no debts. That's the whole point of all this. All right, let's get back to it. Catch you, builder. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I'm sorry, I should have been the one to bring it up, but it seems that our stories are bound. I think we'll find that happily ever after. Feed me if you're getting tired. I don't want to worry. Uh-huh. how's it going? Hey, there was something I wanted your help on. Someone from Walnut Grove stopped in the other day. A comedian. He shared with me some of his routine. It went something like, "What's the deal with train food?" And, well, that got me thinking, what is the deal with train food? So, what if I reached out to Jensen over at the train station? See if there wasn't a way to remedy that situation with a little bit of fine cuisine. Although I might be ruining that guy's bit. Could even convince more folks to stop off on their way to and from Atara if they get a taste of real authentic Sandrock cuisine. But before I get the ball rolling, I was thinking I'd scope the place out. Take a look at the dining car they've already got. Could use a builder's insight for some of the technical bits. What do you say? Great! Why don't we head over to the train station tomorrow, say 5 o'clock? The train will be stopped in for the crew to take a break, so we can poke around without bothering anyone, but that doesn't give us too much time, so don't be late. Hey, you're here! Let's check out this dining car. All aboard! I always wanted to say that. Oh, I guess one detail I might have left out. I redecorated the whole car for us to spend the evening in. Ta-da! Truth is, I've been working on this for a while. Did a lot of research into what dining cars all over the world look like, old world and new. This here is kind of a blend of my favorites. Fancier than even the trains down in Atara, if I do say so myself. And, I figured we ought to get a bit of use out of it before we give it away to the world. Oh, and I guess there might not really be much of anything for you to inspect here. Hope that's all right. Oh, really? I didn't expect such a lofty review. Well, if this is a fairy tale, I dare say this makes us royalty. Let us find a moment of respite then, Your Highness, from the troubles of ruling a kingdom. Not far off. It's a special type of incense from Seaside that's meant to soothe and relax the mind. Said also to ensure good dreams. I guess let's see for ourselves tonight. Yes, handmade and imported from Barnarock. There's a guy out there. Normally you have to wait months to even hear back from him, but, well, I pulled a few strings. Went through a couple of back channels. Oh yeah? This lamp here was designed by me. Penciled it out and, well, I can't take all the credit. Gustave, Tall Sky's chief builder, banged it out for me. I would have gotten you, of course, but I was afraid it might give the game away. You know, I think what made me want to do this is the train that brought you to Sandrock, isn't it? It's on these tracks that our lives came together. In a way, if not for this train, we never would have met. Dressing the old girl up seemed like the least we could do, huh? Well, darling. Nothing left to do but take her for a test lounge. What do you say? I tried to get all your favorites. This is what you usually get when you come out of the mines, right? And this is the drink you always order when you bring friends by, isn't it? I'm just glad you haven't gotten sick of my cooking yet. And if that day ever comes, don't worry. I'll learn new recipes.
Hello! How's it going in there? Ready to set off?
Make it so. Wouldn't be the real thing if we weren't in locomotion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your conductor speaking. We are now rolling into fabulous Sandrock. Please stay in your seats. Do not unfasten your seatbelts until we've come to a complete stop. I will turn this train around. Sorry, Owen. Builder, you're the only ones who can hear me right now. You two can get off now, or you can stay as long as you want.
Aye, aye, conductor. Well, dear, what do you think? Is it just me, or did it get a little stuffy in here when we went through the tunnel? Were you all right? Oh, shoot. I meant to have Jensen take a photo of us as we were going over the canyon. Well, always next time, I suppose. Looks like our ride's over for now. Darlin', I know we both get caught up with work, but I hope this shows that even on the job, I'm always thinking of you. And I'm always going to be there for you. Thank you, darling. I know you feel the same way, but it's nice to hear you say it. I'd hoped today's ride would never end, but I'm afraid that end it must. I'm going to go thank Jensen for being so generous. I'll catch up with you soon. Oh, and why don't you take a few of these furniture pieces with you? I had a few extras made. Love ya. Hey, there's my darling. I wanted to talk to you about this idea I had for the Blue Moon. I want to turn one of my stories into a play. Could really class up the joint, know what I mean? That's why you're the best in the biz. Always ready to pick up the pick hammer. I was actually hoping... have you ever had any acting experience? I promise. So, is that a yes? Are you in? That's great! Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. And you are going to take to the stage brilliantly. I can already see it. Let me show you a bit of what I've got for the script. So, here's the crane lift pitch. There's this guy wandering through the desert. He's lost, both literally and metaphorically. He sees this speck of green in the middle of a sandy dune, no other life to speak of. So, then he gets a bit closer, and it turns out the tree is alive. It's the magical evergreen of the desert. They have a bit of discourse. Traveler has an epiphany and finds a direction for his life. That's the gist of it. Okay, let's just run a couple of lines. No time like the present, right? This is the scene where our characters meet for the first time. Rations running low. My clothes have become addled, and my bones ache to their cores. Who can say where this hazy path may lead? Neither man nor heavens shall know. Merciless desert, is this your wish? For this lowly traveler to meet his end here? Has the modest imprint of my souls in your vast sea wrought such ire? Why then must you torture me so? Must you burn my lips and broil my body with air from round the open flame? If your wish was to be rid of me, why then do you confine me in this endless prison? Why can I not leave? And here you offer me a tree. I accept this respite, this poison olive branch, this shade. I am too weak to shy from, merely prolonging that which you have long since decreed. So then, well, I didn't write this part yet. I wasn't really sure what you were going to do with the Evergreen character. I guess your motivation is you want to help me out. So, what would you do here? Oh, spirit of the Evergreen. Your cool breeze washes away the pains that ail me. Please, allow me to bask in your presence. Fate has dealt me a cruel hand. Might I lean on your arms to regain my strength? Though I do hunger, I promise your bark will suffer no bite. Dearest spirit of the Evergreen, listen to my words, as they may be my last. So that's kind of it. What do you think? Am I overselling things a bit? Well, I mean, I think part of it was I was really playing off you. When you hit me with that one look, well, I could just really feel like I was the desert traveler. And, you know, it's not all set in stone. I can still make some edits, but I think playing off of you, I've got the core of the characters down. Here, take this script for now. And for the Evergreen spirit, I like what you did with the role. Going forward, yeah, go ahead and just give me the notes for what you think the character would do. Okay, I'm going to go apply the final touches. Let's meet at this upcoming story night and run like an early version of the play. Don't worry, the audience is gonna love it. See you there.
I'm keen so long as the good guys win. Elsewise, we riot.
It's Owen and the Builders play. They've got chemistry.
Wow, a play. Let's not let all this fanciness go to our heads now.
I'll try not to make my review too harsh, Uncle Owen.
He's just standing there in front of the stage? I could do that.
I got 2 front row seats as soon as I heard tree play.
Hey, you're here. Wonderful. So, everything good? Ready? You read the script, right? Awesome. I knew I could count on you. Wait a sec. I might have made a couple edits that weren't on your script. And in the rush to set up everything, I didn't finish writing any of your lines either, did I? Oh, not good. Well, we've still got 15 minutes. Quickly, to the rehearsal room. It's the kitchen. The kitchen is the rehearsal room. How are you feeling? Nervous? Whew. Thanks for being so put together for all this. I definitely messed this up. So, I guess my original plan was that you would read my mind and know to fill in these parts. Which was not great. Sorry about that. No worries. We got this. We can do this. Just remember the character you did before and come up with some lines that fit. You give me something to work with, and I'll improvise and move on to the next line in the script. Everything should be fine. Okay, so the major rewrite is just the scene where we meet. It'll be like last time, but a little different. Your first line isn't where it was before. Now your first line is after I say, "Dearest spirit of the evergreen, listen to my words, as they may be my last. Here, you'll give me a gift that will bring me back to life." Your next line is at the end. Yeah, actually, this is not so bad, right? I figured a simplified version of the play might be best for our first performance. Anyway, at the end, I'll turn to the audience and say, "Thank you, Spirit. I will forever remember our meeting, and this strange kinship I have felt as I now leave you returning to my travels." I'll walk off and, well, that's very sweet. I mean, our characters have just met, but that's the way I feel about you in real life. It breaks the fourth wall, but sure. Hopefully the audience will think it's kind of cute. All right, it's now or never. Ready to take the stage? All right, it's showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your places around the stage as our magnificent play is about to begin. Tonight, the Blue Moon is proud to present the first ever showing of our very own production, The Traveler's Evergreen. Rations running low. My clothes have become addled, and my bones ache to their cores. Who can say where this hazy path may lead? Neither man nor heavens shall know. If your wish was to be rid of me, why do you confine me in this endless prison? Why can I not leave? And here, you offer me. I accept this respite, this poison olive branch, this shade I am too weak to shy from, merely prolonging that which you have long since decreed. Please, allow me to bask in your presence. Fate has dealt me a cruel hand. Might I lean on your arms to regain my strength? Though I do hunger, I promise your bark will suffer no bite. Dearest spirit of the evergreen, listen to my words, as they may be my last. Oh, tree, this gift is sweeter than honey, finer than wine, more precious than diamonds. This gift can fill the hole in my heart, and its dampness will wash away the dust in my mind.
I didn't know Owen could
Get to the good part.
Is the evergreen real?
O spirit of the evergreen, when I am here, I feel such peace, such contentment. How noble you are to draw from the earth and nourish your surroundings. Thank you, spirit. I will forever remember our meeting, and this strange kinship I have felt as I now leave you, returning to my travels. Thank you, Spirit. I shall cherish it always, and keep it close to my heart.
Oh, is he leaving?
But they only just
Why?
met.
Chop that sucker down.
No, what a fool I've been. I know you. You're no tree. You're no mirage. You're a real person. I feel like I've known you for 1,000 lifetimes. The veil has been lifted. All of this is real and true. My words most of all, dear spirit. It is not here that lies my journey, but here lies my destination. It's you. It was always you. You were my oasis I've been looking for. It was you whose roots were always destined to intertwine with mine. What a greater fool would I be to re-enter the uncaring desert when I have everything I need right here. Finally, the path is clear. Will you make me the happiest man alive? Will you marry me? Great! Great! I'm over the moon. I'm in the blue moon. With you, my darling. Oh, you've made me the luckiest man alive. Ever since I first laid eyes on you, I knew there was something about us. All the beautiful memories we've shared. If life is a story, I did not have you at the beginning, but I hope that you will see me through to our happy ending. Regarding all the possibilities of the future, it can be a poem full of surprises, or plain limericks, but it must be written by us together, and it is the prelude to all the beauty.
Riri, you should
Don't
be
have
taking
a
notes.
pen.
Bravo! Bravo! Encore!
missed the point.
Everyone should marry it.
What? Uh-huh.
Yo, boss. Anybody? Nobody's working the till. I only had one thing I wanted to do today. Come here and order food. And now I can't do that. Is my life ruined? Who are you? I'm looking for Owen. Do you know him? It's urgent. Oh, he didn't go and fall off a cliff or something, did he? That happens so often around here. I wish we could find out why. You're related or something? You don't look related. No, I'm sorry. You won't be able to help me. I need to talk to Owen himself. No one else will do. Maybe thanks anyway, for trying, I mean. Like, you didn't do anything, but it was clear that you wanted to. And I could totally feel that. Owen! Mr. Owen! Mr. Boss Owen Saloon Man, please!
Oh, be right there. Moonlight. Hey, you're not busy today. Oh, hey, thanks. You know just how to brighten my day.
Yo, Owen! I'm in a real dilly of a pickle over here.
A pickle, eh? That does fall within my particular area of expertise. Tell me all about it.
So, here's the scoop. My daughter got accepted to a Tara U. So we want to rent this place out and party like it's 99. We're gonna need 3. No, make it 2 tables.
That sounds like no pickle at all, sir. Cool as a cucumber, if you ask me. When shall I pencil you in?
Well, here's where the vinegar comes a-splashing on up in this jar. It needs to be tomorrow. Can you squeeze us in?
Oh, that is a bit of a brine. But buddy, guess what? You're in luck. Consider yourself squozen.
Ah, you're a lifesaver, Mr. Owen.
Moonlight, were you trying to help this guy here? Here's the deal, pal. This here's my lawfully wedded partner. The business belongs to both of us, so treat him with the same respect you treat me, all right?
Ah, so that's how it is.
Yeah, if you've got a question, you can take it up with either of us.
Goodness, what a fool I've been. Ah, you're too kind. Never have I met a pair with such big hearts as yours. Well, with that out of the way, let's talk price.
2 or 3 tables. Why don't we make it simple? Just give me 1,000 and I'll figure everything out.
1,000, huh? My wife only gave me a budget of 800. Can you, as they say, help a brother out?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? I guess I did leave the door open for negotiation by choosing such an arbitrary price to begin with.
You two are the bee's knees, I tells ya. Ready at the drop of a hat, and prices so low I can't afford not to rent this place out. With that, I believe our business is concluded. I'm off to make preparations. See you two tomorrow.
Seems like a lot of people still don't know you're my co-pilot here. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job of getting the word out. I'm sorry about that. Oh, good of you to say, but it bothers me. I don't want anyone disrespecting you like that guy did, acting like you're just another customer. Would you like to stand behind the counter more often? That'd be the first step towards getting the right image out there. Plus, well, I'd get to see ya. Sounds great, sweetheart. Whenever you're here, I guess, you could help me prep in the kitchen. If you don't mind, the tables could always use a good scrub down. Sounds great, boss. I guess start by just looking around the lobby for any trash or junk. Chat people up if it's slow, and when the customers leave, they'll settle the bill on the table. Go ahead and grab the goals if you would. Ooh, think you've done enough for today. Pretty smooth, all things considered. Hey, why don't you take this as a commemoration of our first time running the place together? Here, it's what we made today. Love ya. Oh, and you know, I could really use your help tomorrow with that customer's banquet. I mean, I'll manage either way, but with you around, it'd be a breeze. If you're beat after today, though, I'd understand. Sometimes running this place ain't all it's cracked up to be. Anyway, just something to think of. Hey, you made it. The first batch for the party just came out. Take a seat and try a bite.
Yes, please. Our party could stand to have more restaurant owners in the mix. Ah, my daughter Neola. I'm so proud of this day. To think when we first met, you could hardly form coherent sentences. And now here you are, going off to a prestigious institution of the learned citizen. Ah, bosses, Neola. Neola, bosses.
Hey, bosses! I gotta say, you two are real pros. I've never tasted something so delicious.
Hey, thanks. Just glad you're enjoying it.
No, I mean seriously, Paul. Why have I never experienced such flavors before? This dish, this one here, I must know what it's called.
Well, your mother always said tasteful food was the first step on the path to another day of calamity, but maybe you're old enough to try something other than mush. All right, Boss Owen will bite. What is this lovely dish here?
This one, well, the main flavor profile comes from the fish and the spice. And come to think of it, we never came up with a name for this, did we? Spicy fish. Fish that is spicy, which is what it is, as you mentioned. Yes, I suppose there's really no going wrong with a name like that.
Brilliant! What an apt name! Your culinary skills are rivaled only by your wordsmithing. The two of you working together really are a sight to behold. Like yin and yang, rhythm and melody, peanut butter and chocolate, those two people who make tigers jump through hoops. They've got to be in love, right? I'm sorry I didn't see it before. You two are made to be together. But I won't take all the blame. I never saw any announcement or anything that there were now two owners of the Blue Moon.
Guess I'll have to be a bit more vocal about that, won't I? To all of you who don't know, this is the other owner of the Blue Moon Saloon. We got married not that long ago, and we want the world to know. So get out there and spread the word. For the next 3 days, mention the news at the counter, and your meal is free.
Free food, huh?
What do you think? That'll sort things out in a hurry, huh? It feels nice, right? To let the world know how we feel about each other. Whew, that's the last of the cleaning. I could use a good sit and a hot cup of tea. How about you? You know, it's funny. I just realized I dreamed about us doing this. Taking care of the saloon, sitting around together after closing. I would have mentioned it, but it was so long ago. Hope you're settling well into Sandrock, by the way. I dreamed about us sharing a life together last night. I mean, you gotta give me a little more credit than that. Before I met you, I never pictured anyone doing this with me. Which is strange. This is the way my parents did it. 2 peas in a pod, all that. But now that we have this, I can feel that this is exactly what I've been longing for all these years. Thank you. You know, now it's hard to imagine things any other way. Now this place would never feel the same without you. You're really something special. You know that? I'll finish up here at the saloon. Why don't you take the rest of the day off, boss? See you tonight. Hey, are you all right? You look a little pale. What? A letter? Can I see it? How could he? My old man's a real actor, all right. Shame they never put him on Walnut Theater. Reading this, I don't know how to feel. Should I be upset? Should I be angry? Can I be angry? How stubborn can you get? He's trying to play it off like it's no big deal. But it is. If his treatment had gone south, then that would have been it. No goodbyes, nothing. Yeah, but now I'm more worried. How can I ever know he's okay if I can't be sure he'll tell me? Then again, it's not like I visited in forever either, huh? Well, it's clear to me now then. What do you think? Will you be all right for a couple days while I go and see my folks? Oh, thanks, darling. All right then. I'll set off first thing tomorrow morning. Moonlight. And don't worry about my folks either. I'll let you know how they're doing as soon as I can. Do you mind if we just stay here for a moment? Just like this? Moonlight. I've missed you. Let me take a good look at you. How have you been? Everything all right at home? Glad to hear it. My trip was smooth sailing, and everything's fine back home. Well, Pa's doing well. You'd hardly know he was sick. It was good to have a chance to catch up, have a heart-to-heart. It's hard to get out of a letter, but you get more easily from a good visit. I'm glad I went. Cleared a few things up, and I could see they were doing just fine, so I hurried on back. As a matter of fact, they almost pushed me out the door. My ma stays busy these days with a little dog she adopted. Surprisingly temperamental. Usually it's the little ones you have to watch out for, yapping and barking at anything in range. But no, this one is a bundle of joy. My pa's been getting back into his tabletop games. His latest obsession is Mahjong. Apparently they have all sorts of clubs and competitions for it in Atara now. Check it out. Here he is at the club tournament. He's really been practicing. Other than that, not much else to say. Oh, I fixed some of their kitchen piping. Managed to pick up a thing or two watching you work. Needless to say, they were very impressed. But my trip would hardly be complete if I hadn't brought back a gift from my dearly beloved. When I was on the way there, I couldn't help but have all sorts of thoughts like, should I bring my folks back to Sandrock? maybe I got a bit carried away, but can you blame me? But we talked it all out. My pa really was about to tell us if the treatment he was on didn't work, but it did. And they both agreed. From now on, no more secrets. So I think I can safely say my mind is at ease. Moonlight, yes, I will. I know that whatever our future holds, we can face it together. Oh, while I was on the train coming back, I had an idea for a gift for my father. Do you think you could make it for me? It'd be simple, just a six-sided die where each of the faces reads 6. I guess I want him to remember that anytime he rolls the dice with us, he can't lose. Here's the recipe. I penned it out on a dining car napkin. Or maybe you don't even need this. It's just a cube with 6s on each side. Maybe just carve it out whenever and give it to me when it's ready. I'll mail it to my folks. Whew, so glad to be home. Moonlight. Ah, it looks great. I'll send it to my pa right away. I'm sure it'll give him a pleasant surprise.
Well, life
Ain't
ain't
that the
fair.
truth?
Hey, how you been? Not getting tired of the builder life, I hope. All that diving and adventuring, not for the faint of heart, is it? No, I'm not trying to butter you up. But, coincidentally, there is a little something I could use your help with. I heard from a friend in Atara that there are a lot of nasty rumors about Sandrock circulating in that city. Some of them are really out there.
We can change
They say at night packs of roving monsters roam the deserts by the hundreds. They say us townfolk are a wild bunch, always at each other's throats. They say people out here are fighting each other for water. I mean, there's a grain of truth in some of that. But for the most part, isn't that just the most malarkey you've ever heard? So, you know me. I came up with a plan that in one fell swoop will not only dispel these nasty rumors, but will also bring in some more visitors. We can take some nice landscape photos around Sandrock to show people what really goes on around here. Then I'll send these photos to my friend and he'll get them published in the Atara Times. Once people see how nice it is here, I reckon all those rumors will have no ground to stand on and just fade away on their own. What do you think? Can you help me take some photos? Great! Here's a list of the spots I was thinking would look good in a newspaper. Come on back when you've taken the photos. I think I gotta clean some grease out from under the oven.
change in the car.
Just that simple.
Hey, these are some pretty ace shots. Are you sure you weren't a photographer before you picked up the building gig? Dang, only someone with a real Sandrock soul can take a shot like this. All right, well that about does it. I'll send them off to my friend and I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully this'll help spread the good word about this old place I call home. Thanks for all your help.
humans in this desert after all. I'm a traveler from Lucian, but I seem to have gotten myself a bit lost. Must have taken a wrong turn at Tall Sky. Are you from around here? Can you take me to the Blue Moon? Splendid. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. Lead the way, friend.
Well, well, look what the yak dragged in. You crotchety old geezer. I thought you were scared to come out to the desert. Where'd you get the gall all of a sudden?
That's how you greet an old friend?
It's good to see you, Butch. It's been so long.
I saw your pictures. I had to come and experience the magic for myself. Rumors or no. Otherwise, I think I'd regret it for the rest of my life. Which was nearly cut short in that desert of yours, I may add. Luckily, I ran into this fine person who helped me find my way. I am in your debt. And, I don't even know your name.
Ha Oh, what a coincidence. Hey, this is Butch, an old traveling buddy of mine. I've been trying to get him to come to Sandrock, but he was scared off by those rumors I told you about.
Yes, yes. You're a kind soul indeed. Back to the matter at hand. Owen, my good man, those photos were enough to set my plans in motion, but now that I'm here, I expect the finest in hospitality. Otherwise, I might be forced to spill a few details about our sordid past affairs in front of your friend here.
Oh, come on, man. I don't say it like that. I don't even know what you're on about. And hey, quit stirring the pot.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm on about. This bohemian retiree you see before you is a different man than the one I knew in our traveling days. Yes, we were young and carefree, never knowing where we'd lay our heads next. And of course, wherever we found ourselves, there were always women chasing it. Say, Owen, remember that lady who tried to kiss you right when you walked into that bar in Lucian? Does she still send you love letters?
Man, can you cut it out? You're really embarrassing me, but if you must know, no, she does not.
All right, I had my fun. But you know, Owen, there's one thing we're all still trying to understand. Why take up your pa's old post? Why Sandrock? You could have landed anywhere with your talent and looks.
Well, my roots are here. I've been all over the free cities, and there's nowhere like you. There's the scenery to speak of. Plus, I found some people that I feel at home with. And that's enough for me, I reckon.
Fair, I suppose. I must admit that my horizons have been broadened simply by way of stumbling here. I'll have to keep looking around. Perhaps I'll see whatever it is you're seeing.
Hey, thanks for helping my friend out here. You should take a little something for your trouble. You deserve it for putting up with this guy. Come on in. Oh. Sorry. I thought you were a customer. How's it going? Yeah. Slow day here. A lot of slow days lately, as a matter of fact. Usually I don't mind it so much. Nice to have a quiet afternoon or two to myself, but, well, it is what it is. Can I get you anything? How about a drink on the house? Here you go. Yeah, nah. Just tired, that's all. You know. Actually, there is something kind of bothering me. I just got this letter from my folks the other day, checking in on the whole Green Canyon situation. Here, you can take a look if you like. Yeah, I never in a million years thought they'd ask me to give up the Blue Moon, but here we are. I have to admit I'm a bit worried myself, but, well, I guess there was something I was hoping to bounce off you, darling. Do you mind if I share a little? Yeah. Well, I guess I just don't know what to say to my folks. They're getting on in years, retired out in Natara, and it's working out for them. They love it. It feels strange trying to convince them that the place they built with blood, sweat, tears, and then entrusted to me is worth fighting for. My pa used to be right there at the door half the time, greeting people as they came in. When I was a kid, I used to hide under the tables and listen to him chat with all the adventurers. They'd spin tales about huge monsters and brag about laughing in the face of danger. Then I'd go tell Justice to try and scare him. What I mean to say is, this place is everything to me. I can't just give it up. But I don't want my parents to keep worrying about me either. Even if I did know what to say, I've never been much with a pen. Some stuff just doesn't come out right on paper, I find. I don't think there's any way I can change their mind. I don't know. What would you do in my shoes? Yeah, that's not a bad start. I mean, are they only reading the bad news? You put the miners back in business, fixed the water tower. Everyone else is out there trying their best too. It's like Mort said back at that whole Musa debacle. No one here's given up, you know. Paraphrasing. Yeah, I'll go with something like that. Thanks. I think if they understand how hard we're fighting, maybe they'll have the same hope that I do. Dear Ma and Pa, I know what you've been seeing in the papers lately.
Yo, boss, let me order over here.
Just a second. Looks like break's over. These are trying times, but I'm doing my best, and I know you are too. We'll get through this. Hate to leave you, babe, but duty calls. Thanks for chatting with me about this. I feel better about it already. Have a great rest of your day. See ya. I'm so happy you're back safe and sound. When Justice said that you would... I couldn't even think properly. I felt like a part of me had disappeared. Hey, see you around.
Welcome back, everyone. So, with Owen, as you can have seen, Owen has a fair few quests, and he quite frankly is very sweet, and he's also kind of a sugar daddy in a way. Not so much that he's giving you money. He does give you money at one point, like he gives you the tip jar at some point if you're struggling with cash. I think it only triggers if you're struggling with cash. But one of the after marriage missions is a retriggerable simplified version which can earn you a fair amount of money. which does help you out, especially with your house expansion. That does end up costing a lot. So do that every time that comes up. But his missions are very sweet and very nice. There's only like one that I felt was a bit off, and it was honestly the proposal mission. I felt like it could have done with a little bit more. Maybe the play was a bit more drawn out. Maybe the play takes over 2 days. I don't know how I would fix it. It just felt off, but it does work for what it is. I do understand that this game was made during the pandemic, so it does limit what they had, the resources and stuff to do. So, but other than that, I think Owen's missions and romance is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, he's all early game, so once you get past the mission, the goat, if you haven't spaced it out like I had, or if you haven't delayed it, that you can do with some of the missions, you end up doing it, like doing all of Owen's romance and stuff before literally the goat, which is the main part of Act 2 of the story, and it can just leave the rest of the game a bit like just normal. Other than that, I think it's a really good relationship, and I think you should give it a try. I don't really have much other to say other than that that he pretty much, other than the post-marriage mission, I think his missions are pretty neat. The fact that he's gone for like a day with the rolling sixes and then he comes back, and he's really, really sweet about that when he comes back. Unfortunately, I had that record in the sandstorm because it's just my luck for sandstorms to happen during certain things. But I found I had a mod, but I found a command that will allow me to not have sandstorms pop up during certain events, so I can keep the footage clean in a way. Other than that, that is pretty much it. Please like and subscribe and follow the channel for more videos. The next person, or in this case Bachelorette, will be Amira, and I'll give you my thoughts and feelings on that at the end of that video, so stay tuned.